story behind some of our most loved girl bands, and you were right at the centre of the cultural phenomenon that was the Spice Girls. Tell us about first meeting them.
First time they came in, actually into the record label, I was working with Take That and I was thinking, OK, come on, impress me. And I was a little bit like laid back and, all right, let's see what you've got. And it was like a whirlwind. They came straight in, two of them on rollerblades. Melanie C did the backflip, you know, up on desks, the whole thing. And what really resonated, I can remember it so clearly, was they were transparent. What you saw is what you got. There was no one behind them pulling the strings. They absolutely believed it. And when you think of the Spice Girls and that mantra, girl power, it's still as relevant today as it was right at the beginning. It was groundbreaking. And they were just so passionate and they wanted to do it their way. And and I was like, yep, I'm in. I'll work with you, yes, please. And it was incredible to be there right at the beginning and just to see that explosion of success. They'd put in the hard work the 2 years beforehand, but at the time I got to work with them, they were ready and they were off.
They really were. And I mean, Kelle, you were part of Eternal, of course, and they were the forerunners to the Spice Girls. You described that experience as exciting but relentless.
Yeah, because in those days we didn't have social media. So if the band was going to be promoting anything, you had to physically be there. There was no, oh, we'll share that at this, we'll schedule that post. It was you had to physically be there. So it was you going to the radio station, it was you doing the photo shoot, it was you meeting and greeting people. So we were all in the back of a people carrier, and we used to just drive around like, you know, pubs, clubs, whatever, you know, where drinks were spilt on you, and they'd be like, turn the music back on when we got on the set. I mean, that's how we promoted ourselves in those days, because that's the way that you got yourself out there and you got yourself heard. So so it was really grueling and really demanding, but fun at the same time. I mean, if I look back on it now, would I have done it again? 100% absolutely, because I wouldn't be sat here right now. I wouldn't be sat here right now.
Of course, of course. And Clara, you pop up on there as well.
I do. Wasn't in a girl band.
I
don't possess the talent, sadly.
Would you have been in a girl group?
Oh, absolutely, but that's why I loved girl bands like so much. Like, I think they're about community, aren't they? Like, you want to see someone that you think, oh, I could be her mate or she could be my big sister. And it's just about being in a gang, isn't it?
It is sisterhood.
Exactly, and that's what made me obsessed with them. Like, still now.
Well, that's how I feel being in a boy band, of course. So I've got a bit of an idea of what it's like. But is being in a girl band very much different to that, Nicki?
I work both. So I work Take That and I work the Spice Girls. And I'm going to say yes. Boys love to go out and party and embrace everything. And the girls do as well. But there's, I'm not going to say an air of professionalism because I don't want to be rude, but yeah, it's a very different vibe between the two. And I think girls really do look after each other because often they get a lot more criticism than the boys used to get.
They receive differently,
and they used to look after, and also the other bands used to look after the girls. They used to talk, which was great. So yeah, there was a big difference, but great fun, really good fun. But both sides work so hard. I mean, you know, we were talking about it earlier, how hard these bands used to work. Relentless.
It's a proper machine. Catherine, got to ask you, who was the first girl band that properly imprinted on you, made you think, yeah, I want to be in this girl band?
I think it was Bananarama.
Yes.
Because I'm a child of the 80s and it was Bananarama for me.
Great.
And then, of course, you know, in the 90s, Eternal. And I was just saying to Kelle, genuinely, hand on heart, one of my favourite songs of the 90s is I Am Blessed. It's a chef's kiss of a song. All Saints, of course, the Spice Girls, you know. Destiny's Child, obviously. You know,
all the great
TLC, all the big hitters, really. You know.
But I mean,
the Andrews sisters.
Across all decades.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I must just say my pants, otherwise they will kill me. So I am at the Floral Pavilion in New Brighton if you want to see me in Sleeping Beauty. Mwah. There you go.
Well done.
My job's done.
Rather annoying, darling. No, I asked to play Cinderella, but they wouldn't let me.
Well, Kelle, speaking of girl bands doing it, you know, for everybody, really and truly, Little Mix have recently made history, becoming the first girl band to win Best Group at the Brits.
It's amazing.
And they dedicate that award to all of the girl bands that have gone before them. What's it been for you seeing that genre develop?
Oh, it's incredible. Because you know how hard you worked to pave the way for that. And so to see them come and take that Brit Award is amazing. We were nominated, but for them to come and take it feels like, actually, my job's done here. And so for all of the stuff that we went through, and there's a lot, and it's obviously we talk about a lot of that in the documentary, which is on a Saturday night. But it's for me, it's like I feel like I've paid my dues, but it's so hard sometimes when you pay your dues and it doesn't pay off. But actually seeing them go and take that award means everything.
But you guys, you opened the doors for the next generation of girl groups coming through.
Yeah.
So important in the 90s, because it wasn't easy for girl groups. It really wasn't.
It wasn't because, you know, and also we had like big baggy boots, you know, big baggy jeans and boots, and you know, we were kind of, when we first started, it wasn't that kind of, because you know, we all know that sex can sell, and we just didn't go down that path when we first started out, and so therefore we had so many things coming together. We were also interracial, so there were so many things, hurdles that we had to overcome. Our music was more R&B, and at the time, pop was the thing, and you know, Stay was such a, you know, the BPMs were so laid back and groovy, so we had so many hurdles to overcome to actually break through.
Well, that's that support that you're talking about.
But I just need to say to you, Clara, you are awesome, because but you being in your position and giving music the air that it so deserves, like really hats off to you too.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
We just like
Well
what we do,
done.
don't we? Girlbands forever.
Exactly.
I want to be in one.
You can start one, Craig.
Exactly. Well, Girl Bands Forever starts tomorrow night at 9:20 on BBC Two and